Megalopolis, a new film from writer-director Francis Ford Coppola. This movie stars Adam Driver as Caesar Catalina. Hope I'm saying that character's name right. The movie takes place in New Rome, and Caesar is looking to build a utopia in this new city with his ideas. He's going up against a mayor named Mayor Cicero, played by Giancarlo Esposito, who has different views and wants to focus the citizens' ideas on the present, not the future. Important character in the movie is the mayor's daughter, Julia, who's played by Natalie Emanuel, who, yes, cares about her dad, but really sides with Caesar and wants to build a future for themselves. Also in the film is Shia LaBeouf as Claudio, who's trying to be kind of the middle person in between the mayor and Caesar. His father, Hamilton's played by John Voight, who is married in the movie to a TV anchor, Wow Platinum, who's played by Aubrey Plaza. Lawrence Fishburne's also in the movie as Caesar's personal driver and the narrator of the movie. I'll keep going here. Talia Shire is also in the film as Caesar's mother. You have Catherine Hunter as the mayor's wife. Jason Schwartzman as the mayor's number one person, as well as Dustin Hoffman is also in this movie. The film is 2 hours and 18 minutes and is rated R. Welcome back to a brand new movie review here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Dinenberg. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell if you're new to the channel, get us to 250 subscribers. I do movie, TV show reviews, a box office show weekly, movie franchise rankings, and at a theater reactions. My one for this one was In the Rain. Go check that one out here on the channel. So please subscribe, ring the bell, comment down below. What are your thoughts on Megalopolis? Is Coppola your favorite filmmaker of all time and why? Or is he not? Do you not like Coppola's movies? Are you going to check this one out or you can wait for this one on streaming? Also, please like the video. So obviously, I did not grow up watching Francis Ford Coppola movies, but I'm someone who does really love Apocalypse Now. I think Apocalypse Now is, for me, just an excellent film. And obviously, he directed both The Godfather 1 and 2. So he, of course, is one of the greatest filmmakers of all time. But the backstory is this is a fully funded movie by Coppola. He sold his winery, I believe, and that's how he was able to make the money for the movie because he himself put up 100 million just to make the movie. And then when no movie studio picked up distribution for the film, really Lionsgate did at the very last minute, he also put up a lot of his own money for advertising and distribution. So Coppola has well over $100 million thrown into this movie, and no one wanted to pick it up. The reviews were not strong, so I really had low expectations. And for me, this might go down as the most daring, ambitious film of the entire year. This is not a movie that's trying to play it safe. It has a lot of bold ideas and a concept, but while it might be the most daring, ambitious film of the year, it also is the messiest movie from a structural perspective of the entire year as well. This movie is all over the place. Now, from a positive, the movie, as you see behind me, can be just visually jaw-dropping. There are some really amazing shots, a couple in particular with statues that were extremely well done and seamless into the actual movie. As I said, it has an aesthetic to it. New Rome, yes, it kind of feels a little too much like New York, but has distinct, costumes and costume design and production design that make it kind of feel different. The aesthetic is there. The look of the movie is there. This all comes down to character, storytelling, and performances. And I said this in my At a Theater reaction, but this movie feels like 6 or 7 different movies kind of scrunched into one because it has so many different ideas and subplots and character motivation that in an actual movie that's over 2 hours long, it doesn't have enough time to get to everything. Because there will be portions where characters you feel important, and then they're not in the movie for the next hour of the movie. And it feels like not just did the movie forget about them, but as an audience, I forgot that some of the characters were actually in the film. And because this is a very insane movie with insane concepts, a lot of the performances can feel very over top and crazy. Those type of performances actually worked in this movie. The performances that worked for me, the big three were Adam Driver, who, of course, fully commits to every performance he is in. Aubrey Plaza playing a very cartoonish, devilish TV person, and Shia LaBeouf was really good in the movie as well. Those three for me, and kind of the only three cast members who knew what movie they were in. But the problem is each character and each performance are so vastly different from each other. Now, yes, in most movies, is everyone trying to do the same performance? No. But tonally, the way the characters go about themselves from a performance and writing perspective feels like some of these characters are plucked from completely different films. Um, Adam Driver, LaBeouf, and Aubrey might be the most over-the-top people in the movie, but sadly, Natalie Emmanuel, who I'm a huge fan of, feels like this, is standing out like a sore thumb because she's playing this like a straight drama. So is Giancarlo Esposito. So is Lawrence Fishburne. Like some of these performances are over the top, and I actually think those fit the movie. And the actual down-to-earth, serious performances feel really rough in a movie like this. And the problem is half the characters, or even half the characters, maybe more than that, feel like they're in the right movie, and a lot of the characters don't feel like they're in the right movie, which is so jarring to watch. You never see a movie like that. And I don't know if it was just script that made the actors act so different from each other, or they were directed to act like this, but there are some really weak performances. And again, this is some of the most standout cast of the year. John Voight, I don't know what, I don't like to crap on performances like this, but this is a really horrendous performance. And there's a scene towards the third act with John Voight, Shia LaBeouf, and Aubrey Plaza. And I was crying laughing, and my entire theater was audibly laughing at the same time at a particular scene. And it's all because of the awful performance from John Voight. I don't know if the character being drunk, maybe the whole movie was a character, was a thing that he wanted to do or whatever. It was an off-putting, terrible performance that I don't understand what was going on. Dustin Hoffman was like mumbling through all of his dialogue. I couldn't really understand the majority of the things that he was saying. Don't get Talia Shire, hopefully I'm saying her name right, who's obviously Adrian in the Rocky movies. Don't know what her character was or what that performance was. And again, these are some excellent actors who I love. Natalie Emmanuel, Giancarlo Esposito, and a lot of them I didn't get what they were doing in the film. And as I said, there's so many characters where Natalie Emmanuel feels like a co-star for the first half of the movie. And then once her and Caesar, the character of Julian Caesar, kind of are a thing, she gets put completely on the sidelines, and she has literally nothing to do other than say daddy to her dad and explain and do the same scene over and over again with Giancarlo Esposito for the whole second half of the movie. My mind was blown that all these actors, and I guess a lot of these younger actors never got a chance to work with the legendary Francis Ford Coppola. That's probably why they signed on. I don't know, reading the script, why all of these people would sign on to a movie like this. And I said, the movie's going for so many different bold themes and ideas about utopia. And, Coppola said that he hired all these different type of actors, some cancel, as they say, actors in the movie because he wants to show how all the people from different political parties and races can come together and make this utopia what the movie's going for. The movie has a plot line about Adam Driver being able to stop time. That's like the least hinted about subplot in the whole movie, and it was by far and away the most interesting one. And it's barely brought up about, first of all, how he can do this and why he can do this. There's a murder investigation. The movie talks about AI and how AI can basically end someone's career or life. It goes for so many different societal problems that don't feel that major, and the movie makes like its end of the world problems. This one is a frustrating one because, as I said, there are times where you're watching this and this could easily be, and for people, this might have a cult following where they see, and maybe just because Coppola did it, that a lot of people are going to see this as a masterpiece. But unlike Apocalypse Now, where at the time it was a very divisive movie, and over the years it's found that those cinephiles and seen as one of the greatest movies of all time. I don't think Megalopolis will do the same. This one did not work for me on so many levels. I respect it due to its daring ideas and the fact that the movie absolutely goes for it, does not play it safe. But the structure of the movie is terrible. There's some really bad performances and characters, and that's my thought. So I'm going to give Megalopolis a 1 out of 5 here. I'm going to give it a 22%. What are your thoughts on the newest Francis Ford Coppola movie? Let me know in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video.